I'm Michael Gunvordahl. I came down from South Dakota because it's cold up there and warm down here. Anyway, we're converting this. This is where the old exhaust was for the diesel engines. And we feathered that out, inside and outside, laid glass up on it, and then mostly glass, a little bit of fill, and then gel coat. And we were pretty fortunate that it pretty well matched the original gel coat of the boat. This has another coat to go on yet before it's totally finished.
And we had some vinyl going down the. We're on the starboard side of the boat. We had some vinyl down here, Michael. What did we determine on this?
Vinyl where?
We had a little bit of vinyl that we peeled off, some lettering and
the lettering
and the Jester sign and all that other stuff.
If you get the right angle, you can still see where it was, where it hasn't been polished. But this is all decoration.
Yeah, you can kind of see it with the reflection of the sun.
It was on long enough that the gel coat actually wore down on the outside of it and left a ridge, and we had to sand that all off. It's pretty well sanded off and shouldn't disappear when we buff it. We're using an Aqua Buff brand compound that just is fantastic. It does a beautiful job. That's kind of about it. Sand and buff.
And what do we need volunteers for to do for the bottom paint before we put that on?
We wanted all of this sanded down and faired in, and we can always use volunteers for that. And the buffing, naturally, we'll probably end up with a bunch of this as pits from the original gel coat getting water.
Like a pressure washer?
No. I think it is. I think it was actually the defect in. Well, it's common in fiberglass. You can't really call it a defect, but it's just common with fiberglass that you'll get a little tiny pinhole or whatever in an area where the gel coat might not be totally adhered, because they spray the gel coat in the mold first when they build the boat. And if the gel coat got a little too dry before they started the layups, it could be that it didn't get real good bond and lets it do areas like that. But basically the boat's in really good shape. The gel coat seems to be fine. There's none or not many bubbles in the gel coat.
You mean like blisters?
Like blisters.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good boat.
And then let's go around to the port bow and show me what it. No, first of all, show me the starboard, Michael. What we did there, or what we haven't done yet, but what it looks like where, and then what you did to the.
Well, it looks like you hit the dock or something here.
I'm not to blame for everything.
You can see there's a excuse me, there's a hairline type crack where the fairing and the two hulls join all the way down and around, and this is where it just is coming through and showing. And what we've done on the other side is we did a layup of 2 heavy layers of glass, and then we're fairing it in. There's some areas, well, it's pretty well covered.
So you're making a really much stronger bow bumper guard.
Yeah,
built into the fiberglass.
It's making the bows very much stronger, so something that would bump the front now wouldn't crack like it did on the other side. So we'll do that on both sides.
And I can see that the Jester has been removed over here, and that part and the same exhaust port was taken care of this side. So yeah, when we say we need volunteers, that's true. We need it for sanding down all the aluminum and getting it ready to all grip, and just really there's just a lot of good buffing. We want the boat to shine and go through the water smoothly, and we're going to put on a nice bottom job.
See, there's a 1/16 of an inch of paint on here that is years and years and years of bottom painting without being sanded clear off, and it just left a ragged, ugly finish. Well,
thank you.